Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading, your weekly reading. So we're going to see where you are and where you're going. We're going to do that with the Moonology deck. And then we're going to go into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. And then we're going to do some tarot. So let's see, where is Virgo right now and where are they going? What is this cycle? What cycle are you in? What are you doing? What's your energy? And what is your energy projecting you towards for where you are going? Oh, that sounds good. Lots of water energy, actually. That's interesting. Wow. So, your underline is Aquarius. Yes, a full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. I feel like you're working through some stuff here. Where you are right now is a full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So there's something that you have been trying to get resolved, trying to get answers about. This is going to be fixed. With it being in the full moon of Cancer too, I want to say it has something to do with your feelings and your emotions. Something that you have a lot of feelings and emotions connected to this. Now, as you move forward, like where you're going is to work through your fears, and that's a new moon in Scorpio. So coming out of a full moon in Cancer and going into a new moon in Scorpio and working like this is a shadow side. This is a bit of the shadow side stuff for you, Virgo, so that you can show the world the real you. There might be some parts of yourself that you've been holding back, showing and expressing to the real world. There might be parts that you think, oh, people won't like that, or they think I'm strange, or, you know, doesn't fit into the societal norm. As long as it's not hurting anybody or yourself, it's okay. So let's see what the animals tell us. Let's see what the animals tell us. Oh, this personal issue's been taking a while. It's been taking a while, so it's probably going to be a relief for that to get resolved. Oh, the underline is the horse. That's like a lot of grounded energy that's waiting to bust through the gate there. But using your intuition with the horse, like just knowing when it's the right time to really go. So the personal issue that's reaching a resolution here with the full moon in Cancer. We get even more water here with the turtle. And the turtle is slow. So this is something, if you have more than one personal issue going on, I want to say the one that has been going on the longest. The one that has been going on the longest here, if you're not in the energy right now, you will be in it very, very soon. So it'll be interesting to pull out these tarot cards and see how that's going to get resolved, right? Like, what's the resolution here? And work through your fears, because you have something really special to share here. You know, I'm really feeling, I felt it before the bee came out, the connection of this card with showing the world the real you, the underline. This is like the whole reason for the reading. I like to say, this is it right here. And why? Because the other underline is this horse. It's just indicating this energy has been sitting in that staple for a while, waiting to come out, waiting to jump out. And, you know, whatever these fears are, it could be something that maybe you just think, I don't know, you've been programmed somehow by the media, people around you, that perhaps you shouldn't delve into this, you shouldn't express this part of yourself. But I think if you work through your fears on this, you're going to find that you will really be the center of attention on something. Like this will really draw attention towards you, but it's good attention, it's positive attention. It's like, wow, they're so creative. And that can be used to inspire other people. So what is the tarot telling us here? I'm really curious about this personal issue and the resolution for you. It feels like it's been something for a while. As I split it and I get Temperance in the Two of Cups. Oh, that Temperance card. If ever there was a slow mover, I would like to place bets. Which one is slower, Temperance or the Knight of Pentacles? I don't know. Or the Hanged Man. Which is the slowest? At least with Temperance, it's bringing you in really like good balance, good balanced energy. So let's see. Aha, yeah. Eight. Oh, the bottom is the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces. Who am I forgetting? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. How could I forget Cancer? Oh my gosh. I feel like I just did them. It's really weird, but I didn't. It was a whole day ago. Why does that energy feel so like, the energy of the Cancer energy feels like really present. And obviously, yeah, it's here with the full moon in Cancer. But it feels really, really strong. I don't know if there's someone in particular that's come into the reading as a cross watcher, or there's a Virgo dealing with a Cancer, but it's a very strong energy. It's actually coming through. Since I've looked at this card, it's coming through like so strong. It actually feels like the Horse here. It actually kind of feels like the Horse, which is interesting because the Horse is showing up as earth energy, which would be you. So let's see. The tarot cards that you got for this personal issue reaching a resolution. We have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Wands. I feel like there's more than one person involved in this resolution. It seems like there's more than one person involved in this, and I think at some point you have felt a bit like perhaps someone was speaking behind your back, or people were communicating behind your back, and not the kind of like behind your back, like stabbing you behind the back, but just relaying information between one another, and you weren't part of that relay, whereas really like you should have been. To not include you in it, I think felt a little bit excluded. So with the Eight of Wands, it's telling me this is coming in, right? And it's telling us this is going to reach a resolution. So with the Two of Wands coming in right after the Eight of Wands, I feel like if there's some sort of decision you've been waiting to make, or some sort of move you've been waiting to do, because the Eight of Wands can be about movement towards something as well. I think you're going to have a choice here. I think you're going to get information on something that's going to put you in the capacity to make a solid choice for yourself. There's two birds. This is coming in from an outside source. It's like those two other individuals that I'm picking up on. Somehow there's almost like four energies here. But they're not all involved with getting you the information. Whatever this information is about, I'm going to pull out some clarifiers. It does feel emotionally based. Although it may tie into your finances and your stability with the King of Pentacles. I mean, it is your energy, but he has an awful lot of coins at his feet here. It's this third individual that comes in. Look at how interesting this is. See these wands sort of being guided by this bird. And now what does this person hold in their hand but the bird? And it's like this information comes in on this bird. But there's no bird in this picture. There's a squirrel. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm really curious to pull the clarifiers on this. Because I don't know. I'm not getting anything about what this information is to resolve this personal issue, but I am definitely getting a very strong message that there's two people that should have most likely been communicating to you, and they weren't. And this third person, the little birdie, has caught this information and knows that you should be included in it, and they're bringing it into you. And it's going to give you the ability to now make a choice with this Two of Wands. Like, you can now move forward. And only you and the little birdie are going to know that you know this. It's kind of cool. Okay. I like it when it gets like this, right? It's like, oh, I get to get into your dirt. So tell me. Now, the future here with work through your fears. So possibly once you get the information. I'm so thirsty. I had a soup for lunch and I think it was really salty. It's making me very thirsty. I'm sorry. The work through your fears here. It's almost as if when you get this information, because it puts you in a point of now, it's almost like the ball is in your court. So now what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that information? And it almost becomes a little bit intimidating or scary. There's a fear here that you have to work through. But once you do, like, I just see really good things for you here, but I do see you struggling with it. So then we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Eight of Swords. This could have something to do with work. That's been coming up. You're the second of 3 earth signs that I'm going to be doing this week. And Taurus had work stuff coming in as well. In their reading, yeah, there's definitely some sort of fear here about your work. Have you put enough aside for a rainy day, right? Like, this is what this is. This Eight of Pentacles. The rainy day is coming in. Now there's a few coins there that, you know, when you're sheltering the dog and the squirrel. But look at all the coins that the King of Pentacles had. But what you get is the Judgment. So you're getting a rebirth here. But it's followed by the Eight of Swords, like you don't want to look at something, which is where I think the fear comes in. So maybe you have to reevaluate what it is that you do in work, or you have to reassess how you do your work. There's something that you don't seem to want to look at here, but it is an opportunity for a rebirth, a new beginning for you. And why the Cancer energy is so strong, I'm not sure yet. Maybe that's a little birdie coming in with the information. Because the full moon in Cancer is what is stating a personal issue reaches resolution. So it could be someone with a lot of Cancer in their chart, someone who has it in an interesting placement. I feel like with the cards, it's kind of told us how you're going to get this resolution, but what is this that needs to be resolved? Wow, it is a new cycle here. The only thing that's shot out is the World card. It's pretty substantial, whatever this is for you. It's the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new. So it could be, for some of you, if you have lost your job or been laid off. I have never had so many messages of that come through in 1 week. I tell you, probably more in 1 week than what I've had the whole time I've had this channel on YouTube. So it is a new cycle. It has been slow. It's at least felt slow for you. And of course it would if you have money going out but you don't have money coming in. This bee, I think you might be asked to be a little more creative in what it is that you do or used to do. Yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands. Almost in your head about going out for this. Really in your head about it. But why? Show the world the real you. Let me see what that is. Show the world the real you, Scorpio. Scorpio. Gosh, there's an awful lot of water in this reading, isn't there? So odd. The Two of Pentacles. Oh, there's 2 sides of you here. There's 2 sides of you. Show the world the real you. There's a work side of you and then there's a personal side of you. You might need to combine these for some reason. And it's developing a fear for you for some reason. is, yeah, like people wear different masks, right? Like the mask you wear to work. I wear the same mask all the time because I work from home. But I can relate, like when I used to work, I still work, but when I used to work for a company and I had to go in and out of places and do audits and do all sorts of things. Absolutely, like I couldn't be like this in like a professional setting. I could with some people. Certainly not. Well, sometimes my boss, he was pretty easygoing, but definitely not the president or the branch manager. So there is, why? There might be a more, for you with what this turns into, because this is moving you into your future. This is moving you into your future. And I feel like the universe is kind of guiding it there for you, because this is, you know, the Eight of Wands is also kind of seen as a divine guidance. Like this is coming from the heavens, shooting from heavens and down to earth, these rods. And it's being guided by this little birdie. This little birdie is sending some information here. It looks to me like if you do this, it's very lucrative for you with the bee. But why the Eight of Swords? Like there's something you don't want to look at, which is the Ten of Swords. It's ending something for you significantly here. Ending how you see yourself or how other people are going to see you. Now, who are you worried about seeing who you are here? Interesting. The Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So you're worried. It looks like you're worried about, there is a difference here between, I want to say, like this Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups is like out with your friends, having a good time. And the Queen of Swords can be very businesslike. The King and Queen of Swords can be very, very businesslike. It's kind of cut and dry. And the Five of Swords is walking away. I feel like you're feeling like you have to combine your personal life and your work life somehow. The Judgment. This is a rebirth, but you don't look at it. Everything is changing for everybody, right? Like it's, we all have to adapt and do things differently. I have to get up at 4 a.m. to upload videos because everybody's home now. I can't do it during my normal hours. So yeah, we all have to adapt. Some days I don't feel like getting up at 4 a.m. Although I do it sometimes. The Judgment. It's the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Death card, right? The Death card, which is Scorpionic energy, which is work through your fears, which is right here. Right here. Interesting. So this is where you're going. So your Judgment is it's a brand new beginning and something emotional. It's something emotional and you feel like you're mixing it with work and personal life. It does feel like a little bit gossipy in the present energy with I was getting this energy of these two other people talking about something that had to do with you, but you weren't involved in the conversation and this third other person came in. It does feel a little bit like gossipy. It feels like a very specific message for someone. Like it's not that general at this point, the way it's coming through. I'm feeling Capricorn energy too. Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. Your Eight of Pentacles is part of this fear that you're working through. Wow. The Two of Cups, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups. I don't know. Again, it looks like with the Two of Cups at work and the Chariot, there's that Cancer energy again. And the Six of Cups, it's someone that maybe you had a connection with at work. Let's see what the Horse tells us. But I don't know why y'all are worried about this. You can't go to work right now, right? Like you can't go into the Six. So the Horse is this, it's this pent up energy of wanting to bring some sort of balance here. There is a pent up energy of wanting to bring some sort of balance here. I'm getting the same theme over and over again this week. It's driving me crazy. Y'all real bored and you're watching all of the videos and I'm getting the same message to you guys. The Queen of Cups. This is the weirdest week of readings I think I've ever done. The Queen of Cups, my gosh, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, whatever this Queen of Cups represents to you, it's coming across to me like a lot of Cancer energy. Someone with a lot of Cancer in their chart. It also is a very intuitive, emotional feeling. Like the Queen of Cups is also symbolizes like mutual love and emotion here. It's like the beginning, like the page, and going right into the 10. There's nothing in between. You're starting right at the base, the basis of learning, and going right into a successful, happy, stable situation with the Queen of Cups. What's at the bottom? The Eight of Cups. I feel like, yeah, with the turtle, it feels like this has been a bit of a journey here. You've been trying to figure out what you're doing. Let's get you some advice, Virgo. It feels very quiet in this reading. The Leo reading was very like boisterous, very, it was gangsta. You guys are really quiet. It just feels really quiet. Your energy just feels kind of quiet, solemn, like you're waiting. Aren't we all just waiting? I think the hardest part will be getting up, or, well, no, actually probably not, because I've been getting up at 4 a.m. now at this point, so that won't be the hardest part. You're sleeping in again. The Knight of Pentacles is to go slow. Did I just have a little discussion about him at the beginning of your reading? What is the slowest? Is it Temperance or the Knight of Pentacles? It's definitely the Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow. Don't rush anything here. You don't need to rush anything. It's okay. Hang tight. And at the bottom, you have the Emperor card. I feel like this is just, you are working yourself towards better empowerment in your life here, because it seems like you have two different worlds coming together, or two different possibilities coming together. And it is the opportunity to show yourself for who you are, perhaps in a way that you have not done that before. But this will give you power. Oh, wow. Look what's sitting underneath the Emperor is the Empress. Two divine counterparts here. Interesting energy. Really coming into balance between your masculine and your feminine though. Like really yourself is coming into balance. And maybe this is something that balances that. Whatever this possibility is that's coming towards you, it's going to give you balance in all aspects of your life. That would be pretty cool, no? Yeah. All right. That's it, Virgo. That was a really interesting reading. I never used to do readings on like work and career and finances, and now that's kind of like what it's all turning into. So well, I hope it gives you guys some direction and some hope, and yes, we all have to start thinking outside of the box and adjusting. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.